which should come as no surprise that they hadn't showed up. Since the train derailment, the toxic spill, mushroom cloud, Norfolk Southern did and continues to do, quite literally, the bare minimum. Courtney Miller was there last night. You were in line trying to ask a question. They ended the meeting before that. What were you going to ask?
I wanted to know why the chemical hygienist that I've had come to my house, they said that if this was an occupational setting, not a residential setting that this had occurred in, and the EPA wasn't sure of what hazardous chemicals were spilled and they didn't know, they are to treat it as it is an IDLS, which is an immediate danger to life and safety. And they did not treat it that way. They did not. They're supposed to evacuate the town and let people be free. And they're not letting us do that. They're not giving us an option to do that. We have people that are there with farms. What are they supposed to do with their animals? Like, how are they supposed to just uproot their lives and move, not given an option? Like, you can't just move farm animals out and expect like there to be a place to go immediately for this to happen. Like, we just weren't prepared for this.
Well, in a way, there is an option to move everybody. It just costs a lot of money, something Norfolk Southern has. They're not willing to turn it over to you all there. So there's ways to do this always. I saw you in the video, and you were wearing a shirt that I wanted you to explain to us.
Yeah, it's actually the Norfolk Southern's logo that they have, and it actually says, "No folks suffering." And instead of the horse face, it has a train derailing and flames behind it. My son actually told me that he still has nightmares of the train derailing in that night. He even went so far as to draw a picture of the train derailing.
How old is your son?
What he saw. He's 9 years old.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's actually right here.
All right. Well, hey, there you are. I understand you guys have had to move, though.
Yeah, right now I'm staying at my mom's. I have shared custody of my children, so when I don't have them, I am doing as much as I can for the community being there. I still have water sitting on my porch. Anybody who needs it, trying to deliver that. I also, just whenever I do get them, I take them to my mom's house, but I inadvertently end up back there.
When you say just because you don't want your kids around the chemicals?
No, I don't want them to inhale any of that stuff. I don't want, they were even putting it in my backyard. After Michigan had told them that they didn't want that toxic waste to take it back, they started dragging it out of the creek and it was in my backyard. How am I supposed to have my children there with that?
Yeah, I don't know, and Norfolk Southern doesn't seem to have an answer other than we think it's safe, so you should. I can't imagine any of the Norfolk Southern executives have brought their kids with them to East Palestine to hang out as they're there. The big questions in terms of whether or not the federal government got on this quick enough, number one. But number two is really putting the thumb screws to the railroad. Here is the press secretary on that issue today.
He's planning to go there at some point. He's been to Ohio many times before during his administration, so it's not unusual for him to go there. But he understands how the community feels about what happened and what occurred in their community this past couple of weeks.
Can anybody understand what you're going through without coming and visiting?
Not really. Honestly, anyone who said anything negative about like all of the symptoms that we're having, like, see, I'm even having trouble breathing now, like all the symptoms that everyone has been having. I mean, even Norfolk Southern employees who've been cleaning up the derailment are now all falling ill. And they think that we're just making it up, or we're just trying to get more money, or we're trying to do whatever. And I will gladly open up my home. It's 4 bedrooms. I have plenty of space for anybody who wants to do an Airbnb at my house. They want to stay there. They're more than welcome to stay there, and they can figure out for themselves.
Yeah, the Norfolk Southern representative in the vest was a guy named Daryl Wilson. So if Daryl wants to bring his family for a couple of weeks and hang out in East Palestine, you'd be happy to host him.
I will open my door for anyone who says.
It's an open invitation, Daryl. We'll see if we hear back from Daryl, all right?
Okay, I'll give him my address, too.
All right. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.